Howdy ho, Stampers! Welcome back to my studio. This is Deb Valder, and today I'm going to show you how to make an envelope liner. I had a couple of questions the other day. I made this card right here. It's a 6x6 card, and I showed you how to do the envelope, but I had so many questions on the liner that I decided to just do envelope liners today. So this was the card that I made the other day. It came out really pretty. There is a video on this one. And then I made the envelope because we don't sell 6x6 envelopes, so I made the envelope and the liner to go along with it. Envelopes are very, very easy to make when you have the envelope punch board, and this is our envelope punch board right here. It's all laid out for you, so all you have to do is to just cut and pop and we're good to go. So I'm going to show you how to make an envelope for just a regular size card, but you can do them for any of the card measurements that are on here. The first thing you need to do is to find your card size. So my standard card is 5.5 by 4 1/4. So I'm going to go down here and I'm going to look for 4 1/4 by 5.5, which is right here. It's telling me that I need to start with an 8 by 8 piece of cardstock, and my first score is going to be at 3.5. So I've kind of done some of this for you just to speed up the process. So this is my 8 by 8 piece of cardstock, and then what I did was I started it out at over here at 3.5. So at my very first punch and score is going to be right up against this line right here. I'm going to put my cardstock at 3.5, and then I'm going to punch, and this little scoring tool comes along with our punch board. So I'm going to punch, and then I'm going to score. I'm going to turn it, and this time, instead of lining it up with that, I'm going to line it up with the first score mark that I had. So this little mark right here is going to be right with this little score mark right here. I'm going to punch, and I'm going to score. And I'm going to do that all the way around. So the first time I'm using this little grid up here, and then the next time I'm always using this little line right here, the one that I previously scored. So I will punch and I will score. When you're done, the card looks like this. And we are going to start putting it together. It is this easy. So let me just grab my silicone mat. All of these have my score marks now. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to take my bone folder that comes with the envelope punch board and just bone fold everything nice and crisp. And my last one right here. Before I put this together and before I put my punch board away, I do want to round out my little corner right here. Let me just show you what I mean by that. See how I rounded this one out? It doesn't have the point there. So let me just take and throw this in. Right in the back here, in the back of our punch board, is our corner rounder. And you can use this actually for all of your cards also. Okay, there's that. I'm going to keep this handy because I'm going to do my envelope liner with that also. So for this one right here, we're going to take and put some adhesive right here and here. But I like to put it on these two pieces because if I put it all the way here, this piece right here would actually glue your envelope shut, and you don't want to do that. So let's just put adhesive right here. Get my silicone mat out and get my fast fuse. I love fast fuse. And we're just going to add it right here at the end. And that's how simple this is, okay? Remember that my little soft spot is up there on top, and you can do that to the bottom one here too if you'd like. You can cut this off if you'd like. There's a lot of things you can do, but I just like keeping it like this. The next thing that we're going to do is our envelope liner. Before I show you how to do that, what you want to do is to take your ruler, okay? And you're going to measure whatever your envelope is. You're going to measure it from this point up here, okay, before that was rounded, to this piece right down here. So your little divot, right in the middle of my divot, is 4.5. So measure this every single time. It is 4.5. You're going to subtract 1/4 of an inch because I want 1/4 of an inch showing. Let me just show you here. I like 1/4 of an inch showing all the way around. So just take and subtract 1/4 of an inch. So this one was 4.5 from point to point. I'm going to take and I'm going to make my square 4 1/4 by 4 1/4. So that's what I did with this piece of paper. This is our designer series paper, and these come in paper stacks. They are beautiful, and we use them for so much. This right here is from the Soft Settles paper stack. It's actually going to be on the retired list, but I think they're coming out with some new stuff. So what we're going to do is we're going to take this and we're going to corner round this with our envelope punch board, just like we did the top of our envelope. And we're almost set to put it together, but I need to put some adhesive on it. Now this is what I'm going to do. This is the top. This is the part that's going to go on the inside. I only want to put adhesive on the top part of it. You see how I stopped halfway down? I'm going to show you why in just a minute. We're going to take the envelope. This is where the adhesive is, and you know that because that's where the rounded spot is. We're going to slide this into the end. Oh, wait a minute, we forgot to do one thing, the most important thing ever. Yes, I do have adhesive on here, so I'm going to be very, very careful. But I need to round these corners. So I'm going to take and put this right here at 4 1/4. Remember, that's how big this is, and I'm going to punch. And what that did was it softened this corner right here. I'm going to turn it, and I'm going to do the exact same thing on this side. I'm going to go over to 4 1/4. Remember, that is exactly what we measured this to be. And what I need to do is make a little divot right there too. Oops, I should have turned that over. So let's see if I can fix that. Sort of. Okay, what you want to do is turn it over because you want these curves to go in the same direction. All right? That was a mistake on my part, but just turn it over, and then you have, actually it looks beautiful, okay? You see how I have the curve right here and the curve right there? We're going to line this up. Now remember, the adhesive is only here on the top. It's not on the bottom. Let me show you why. When this opens and closes, I don't know if you can see this or not, but this is moving. If I glued this inside piece down, it wouldn't move and it would buckle. And I know you know what I mean by that. And now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to take and lay this over so that when we open it, it opens and it closes. And do you see this moving? I think you can tell a little bit. Now, if you don't like this, like I said, you can take and you can cut this off, you can roll it in, you can do whatever you want, but I like it when they stick up. So then my card, my regular size card, fits right inside. And what I would do now is just put some adhesive right here. You don't want to put it on the whole thing because then somebody's liable to use an envelope opener and they won't get the gist of having both of these match. So that is my my post for today. I hope you enjoyed it. Take care, and if you have any questions, please let me know. I'm here to help. Take care. Have a great day.